Wasted paper here, bringing you something quite interesting. A titanium filler fountain pen with a Yovo nib unit. This is Asvine's new J16 line. They have a few nib options. You got extra fine to broad. I bought this off Amazon recently. The retail price for this pen is $55.99. If we round up to $100, that would be too expensive for this pen. So they have it at a good price point at less than $100 for a titanium filler ink window Yovo nib unit pen. I think this could be a challenger for competition. I got this pen recently, and I will say it's better than this. Some people may like the details on this better, but I like the Asvine more. Because I know people are going to ask me, what am I resting my pen on? This is a stuffed pigeon. It's actually not a pen rest. I bought this at a convention, and I actually don't remember who it was from, so I don't have any links for it. There was two finish options for this pen. There's a brushed finish and then the smooth finish. I went with the smooth because I think it helps you like grip the pen better. I went with the smooth finish, and like when I'm writing, I can't have any issues at all with the smooth finish. There's also a cap liner, so it's not metal on metal. You have plastic on metal, which is pretty good. There's not an O-ring, but the plastic cap keeps you from over-tightening the pen really good, and it keeps it pretty secure. I think there's just a lot to love here with a sub $100 pen. The pen does post, and it posts securely. There's not any issues with it when you push on here with intent. For your size measurements, we have about 4 to the 6 feet. Uncapped, you're looking at 5'3". And posted, it's about 6'7". For the cap, you're looking at a little bit less than 17. For the body, it's 14. And then for the grip, it's closer to 12. The thread section right here is not sharp at all. The thread section right here is soft. I don't feel it at all. As far as your grip, it accommodates my hands fine, but if you had bigger hands, you could always write farther back like this to really accommodate that for you too. As for size comparison, the Asvine J16 is longer than every pen I have right here. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it better. You should be able to tell now that the J16 is the longest out of all of these. To compare to some other pens, I also have an Opus 88 right here and a Sailor Pro Gear. Again, the Asvine is still the longest one, so that's really good if you're looking for a bigger pen. As far as the size goes, I'm pretty happy with this pen. I'm a bit curious if this will spin the piston knob if this is posted on here. I can't. It doesn't seem like it is, which is good. Yeah, it feels like it's just... Yeah, I don't think it's... Oh, I was able to catch that in time, thankfully. I did get a little bit in the threads right there, but I should be able to clean that out. As I was saying, though, I really like titanium pens. It's one of my favorite metals. I would say it's probably after brass and then copper, then aluminum and steel, but then it's titanium for sure. So it's pretty high up there. It's tough and it's like really resilient if you drop it, but I don't think that should be any issue. Maybe with like long writing sessions or something it might be, but I think casually you should be fine. For inking the pen up, we went with Lamy Black. I didn't mention that earlier and I wanted to make sure to include that. As far as the weight of the pen goes though, inked up, you're looking at 7.9 pounds. Just the cap is 7.1 pounds. And posted, it's also 7.9 pounds. For the writing sample, we're going with some paper that I had lying around. I found this downstairs. I think that this is number date paper. As far as the writing sample goes, I typically write this and it wrote just fine. I actually enjoy this nib. I didn't really have any issues as far as writing goes. As far as wetness, it seemed to be pretty good. There was a little bit of dryness here, but for the most part, it was good. It wouldn't be a writing sample if I didn't write cherry cannoli like I usually do. I put Lamy Black because that's the ink I'm using, and Lovely Sunset. You won't see me do that often, but here I was testing it, and it went a little dry right here at the end. It's really easy to unscrew the nib unit. You just spin it, and it comes right out. And then to take out your piston, you unscrew the back end here. Bear with me. I found the right one now. I watched a video on an unboxing of the pen, and this piece of metal is actually the wrench. It goes on just like that, and then you spin it. It comes off really easily once you do that. Once you're done, you pull your piston straight back. And that's what it looks like. It's pretty easy to replace the piston once you're done, but if you don't know what you're doing, I recommend you don't take the piston out because you could damage your pen. As I was saying though, this is like one of my top favorite metals. As far as price point, I think it could go up with time and this could be a sub $200 pen. But I'm really happy with it and I hope you like it too. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I got this pen recently, and I will say this is better than that. Some people might like the D. I got this pen recently, and I will say it's better than the retail price for this pen is $55.99. If we were to round up to $100, that would be too expensive. Because I know people are going to ask me what this is. This is a stuffed Jesus. For size, we have about 5 to the 6. A little bit less than 17. Like this to accommodate writing. To compare to some other pens, I have an Opus 88. It did spin the piston just a little. I don't advise people do this